Today I'm going to show you guys how to edit videos simply using Capcut. I'm going to do at least 10 steps so that way you guys can figure out easily how to edit videos on your own if you want to be a YouTuber too. There are other editing apps that are out there, but Capcut is a simple and unique editing app that you can use for beginners like me. So without further ado, let's get editing. Step 1. Zooms. First, open Capcut, select a new project, and select the video you need for your zooms. Click the Add button so it can be added to the Capcut project. Press your video and drag to the part where you need to have the zoom at. Press Splice, then the keyframe button so that way you can zoom in to the moment of your video. Then, you drag on the image of where you want the keyframe to be at that exact moment when you are making a video and want to add a surprising plot twist at the end. To go back to normal, you drag the video back to its original position and turn off the keyframe. And here's an example of the zooms in this short film. It is complicated to learn, but with some practice, you too can get good at it in no time. Step 2. Fades. For doing fades, opening or closing, click on your video, click animations, and then scroll to the right and click fade in. Here's an example. You can also adjust the timing of the fades with the little arrow button below. You also have a second option if you don't want to do the animation fades. Scroll to the right and you'll see a button that says Offset. Press the keyframe button and then go to the Offset button, and then you can adjust the fadings manually. Here's an example. Personally, I prefer doing it manually than doing the fade-in, so I could do it however I want. Capcut does have a pro subscription, but we'll get to that later in the video. Step 3. Sound effects. The sound effects are easy to add, but you have to be very careful where you put them at the right moment. As you can see, I've thrown a few punches to add the sound effects. Then I drag my video back to where the starting position was of me throwing the punches. I drag the video to the moment where I throw the punch, click on the audio button, and press sound effects. Type in the punching sound effects, and then it'll give you the multiple suggestions of which sound effect you want to use. There, you're going to press the blue button with the white plus on it and adjust the sound effect to the right moment of the punch. Here's an example. And just a heads up, some of the sound effects are copyrighted, mostly like the music kind is my guess, but if there are some that are copyrighted, let me know in the comments below. But there are some good sound effects that you can use for your YouTube videos. And also, they don't have like the regular sound effects that you hear in other videos, such as the yeets, the Flintstone runs, or the wow, like you hear from like Fairy Tail and all that. They don't have those, unfortunately. But you can get started with these nice and easy, simple sound effects until you figure out how to use like the other sound effects or hire your own personal editor. But for me, I edit my own videos for right now because I don't know how far I'll get from right here. Step 4. Music. Now just to let you guys know, the music in Capcut is copyrighted music, and if you use it for one of your YouTube videos, you're going to get either a claim or a strike. Strikes are worse than a claim. I had a friend of mine who got a copyright strike before, and it went away like a few months later, he told me, but I'll get on the subject to that in another video. To add music to video, press the sound button and it'll open you up to a list of songs you can use for your video. Press on the song you want to use and then click the blue button to add it to your video. You can also drag the song to the position of the video you want it to be at. The music I use in my videos, I use the YouTube audio library like the one you're hearing right now. It's copyright free and there's a ton of music choices you can use for your background music. There's also third-party music which is copyright free, such as Academic Sound and Artlist.io, but I still use YouTube audio library to be on the safe side for right now. Step 5. Slow motion. Using a slow motion editing is pretty common in a YouTube video, especially during a movie when there's a dramatic sequence or a fight scene that's going on. Here's a video of me laying down in my bed with normal speed. Press the speed button and then press normal for manual adjustments, or press the curve button for any options you want to do for editing the slow motions of your videos. For manual adjustments, click normal and adjust your speed with the blue circle on the bottom. Here's an example of the slow motion. Step 6. Reverse. Using the reverse is not as hard as it sounds. First, do a normal recording. Here's an example of me throwing my Savi lightsaber on my bed, then backing up after. Go back to the beginning of your video, press on it, then scroll all the way at the end until you see a button that says reverse. Press the reverse button, then wait for it to reverse your video. When the video has been reversed, you'll see a green check mark. Here's an example of me grabbing my lightsaber like I'm using the Force. Step 7. Text. Texts are a common thing to use when you're editing a video. A lot of YouTubers use it for mostly their YouTube shorts or for their main video. First, make a recording of yourself and the words you're going to say in your video. Hi. Bye. Greetings. Next, adjust your video to the point of where you were going to speak. Click on the text button and type in add text to type in the words you've already spoken, and put it in any position you want it to be at in your video. You can also use different types of fonts and styles. You can make your text stand out even more. And some effects to make your text brighter. And different animations to make them more fun. Hi. Repeat the same steps when you use different words in your video. Here are some examples. Hi. Bye. Greetings. When you are adding to your text, don't put up one word at a time. It'll be hard for the viewer to catch up. Use 4 or 5 words in your sentence so your audience can read the text easily and catch up on what's going on. Step 8. Cuts. Cuts are used in videos to make your content more appealing to your audience. And if you mess up in the middle of your videos, you can always cut out the bloopers. First, I recorded myself standing at one spot and moving to another. After you're done moving around, adjust your video to the part where you moved and press split and cut it out. Here is an example. Step 9. Mirroring. Whenever you're making a video with your phone and put it in front of you, everything will be in the opposite direction, such as words, pictures, everything. Here is a photo of me wearing my Star Wars hat, and as you can see, the words are backwards. Press on the image box, then scroll over to where it says transform, and then click on it and press the mirror button. Step 10. Reducing noise. Whenever you're making a video and there's noise in the background, such as your air conditioning running, or whenever you're outside and you hear cars honking or the wind blowing into your microphone, it disrupts what you are saying whenever that kind of noise gets into your audio. Here's an example of the noise in the background. To reduce the noise in your background, you press on your video, then you scroll all the way at the end until you see a button that says reducing noise. Press the reducing noise button, then press the circle next to the right. And now you can hear my voice and less noise in the background. And there you have it, the 10 basic steps to do whenever you're editing your own YouTube video. I'll be working on a part 2 really soon, so that way you can both keep editing more of your videos so you can post more content on YouTube. There is a Capcut Pro subscription, but it does cost like $4 or $5 a month. I might be wrong, but it can give you more access to more editing tools whenever you want to make more content. There are other editing apps out there, but I recommend using Capcut first, so that way you can easily learn how to edit videos basically, like what I'm doing, because I'm still learning how to edit to this day. And I'm nowhere near Mr. Beast's level of editing, since his editing is high quality and more money probably. But Capcut is easy to use whenever you want to do basic editing for your YouTube videos. You can get Capcut on mobile devices and also your computer, so that way you can edit videos on there. But I mostly use Capcut for my phone, so that way I can easily record things and edit it on there. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you learned something from this video, let me know in the comments below, and make sure you subscribe to Captain Zach for more great content.